Invitational competition is happening tomorrow and we can't actually practice. So I'm here at my local skate park trying to get a quick ride in before I drive up to Woodward West, which is where the event's going to be held. And I'm looking forward to it. Going to be a lot of homies there. It's going to be a little bit different format this year though. I'm not sure how I feel about it, and I want to get some opinions from like other riders that are going to be competing in the competition on like what they think of it. Anyway, let's get over there. Look where I am. Yo, Coda, what up? Hunter. That'd be something. All right, so basically how the format of this contest is working is there's no audience, everything, and there's actually no judges here at the venue. We're gonna be ending up doing 4 runs total. Each of them will be pre-recorded or filmed by, as you can see, cameraman up there. And then we get to choose which one we want for our semifinals and which one we want for finals if, you know, in fact, we do make it to finals. In total, we get 4 runs. So right now I'm just kind of like delegating what I want to do in my first 2 runs, which theoretically will be my semifinals runs, and then what I want to do in the second 2 runs. I'm not gonna film too much. We literally only have 2 hours of practice. Dude, it's been so long. Oh, delayed. So one of the aspects about this park that is kind of hard to maneuver around is this big old box that you just saw me hit. There's 3 ways to hit it. You can either start from up here, kind of cut the corner, start from this, find a semi-straight line into the box, but still you're a bit crooked, or start up here and drop straight in. This one takes the most energy, but I still like it the best simply because it puts me out the box at like a straight angle.
Too bad I'm gonna beat Cody.
Dude, what? No. Get out of here, dog.
No, you're gonna beat me.
What? No. I say no to both ways. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna win. No, you're not gonna win. We'll tie. Yo, Chris, what are you thinking of this contest?
I'm feeling lonely. There's no crowd.
For real, though. Literally, it's just like us. There's probably, how many of us? 11.
11 of us.
Sad boy face.
Becca, what are you thinking of this contest?
I'm excited, but I haven't ridden hard in a while. So we'll see how it goes.
Shoot, like in a while, like literally, how long?
Well, I mean, just in the past 2 weeks I've been like pushing myself, but before that, it's been a good several months.
For real though, I feel like this literally
My last comp was actually Action Space last year in September.
Same.
So.
This is gonna be interesting. Nolan, thoughts on the contest?
It's a little chilly. Warm up.
For real. Dude, I rock up, the first thing that Nolan says to me is like, dude, that jacket you're wearing is way tay thin, get another one. Like, okay, I'm sorry.
I had to change my mind.
Dude, that's like what you do when you ride scooters. No. Wait, am I really the only one? Yeah, wait, what? Nobody's wearing shorts? Oh my gosh. Tanner, what do you think? What? Wait, what's that?
You have a clean fit.
Tanner, what are you thinking of the contest?
I'm not thinking much.
Aaron freaking Hill.
Yeah, here.
You're filming this contest today, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Got the team out here. Gonna get it done.
He's referring to his drone. That's his team.
No.
That's the extent of his team.
No, luckily I got a few people here with me today because we got like 5 cameras running. And the drone, so we got like 6 cameras out here.
Honestly, I think you need more angles just for my run, though.
Yeah,
It's gonna be pretty wild.
for sure.
What up, Tristan?
How you doing?
I'm chilling. What are you thinking of this format of the contest and everything?
Very interesting.
Dude, it's
Very
weird.
interesting.
It's so different, but it'll still be fun.
Oh,
When's the last time you competed?
Last year at Woodward.
Literally, it's been a year for like all of us.
No, I'm excited though.
We got this though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm totally ready for this. Let's get it done. Okay, I don't think I explained earlier in this video, we are not actually allowed to post any of our Action Space runs here on social media. Action Space filmed the whole contest, so all the runs are going to be posted soon, and by soon I mean like December, which is like, you know, a month from now. But that's just how things are working now in this new COVID reality. And so while I can't share my run with you in this video, I can say that my finals run, it's pretty good. So I'm excited for you guys to see that, and also my best trick, which I normally don't do best trick because like I don't like getting bodied, but I had a trick in mind and Woodward was the perfect place to do it. It was world's first and I'm pretty hyped on it. It'll be in my web edit as well, which hopefully will be out soon, but I still have a lot of footage to film. But anyways, I'm stoked on how I did in the contest and how I did in best trick. Alright, so this next part of the video is going to involve you guys. There's nothing you can do right now because the deed has already been done. I already made the Instagram post saying I'm gonna be doing a Q&A. So right now I'm gonna grab my phone, go on Instagram, scroll through some comments and some questions that you guys gave me, and I'm gonna answer roughly 30 questions, and in between each question I'm gonna do one flat trick because, dude, who doesn't love a good flat trick? So let's get into this. Alright, first question from Mark Barrios. He's the homie from Bakersfield, known him for ages. Love you, man. He asked, have you ever had any jobs besides scootering? And that's kind of funny. 2 years ago, something like that, I worked at In-N-Out. And literally the only reason that I worked there was because my parents were like, yo, it would be a good idea if you had some like real life experience of like what it is, what's it like clocking in and out of a job. So I worked there for like 3 months, and then I was like, yeah, alright. Competition season starting, I can't be working, so I'm out. Didn't last long, but I did work there. Alright, next question is from Scooter Brad. He's the homie. Love you, man. He asked, what do I think about the industry's term for professional or professionally qualified rider? To be honest with you, I think that a professionally qualified rider should be based on skill, not like popularity or clout or anything like that. I don't think that scootering has followed that standard fully, but I also do understand that there is like a technical meaning behind the term. Like if you are paid for services, or if you're paid for content that you create or actions that you put forward, then you can be dubbed as professional. But as far as like competitions, a professionally qualified rider should be someone that meets the standard of somebody riding at a very high level in the sport. Alright, next question is from a good friend of mine who I've actually never met before. He asked, what's the best way to prepare for competition or a competition run? And I'll just tell you what I do. I focus on actually creating 60-second lines prior to a contest and also working out. And working out entails building strength, lifting weights, but also running. And it's hard to see results in running when it comes to like stamina, but at the very least it gets your mind into the mentality of like, okay, I gotta do more than just like 5 seconds worth of, you know, tricks for an Instagram edit. Now it's 60 seconds of pacing myself in order to put together a line that includes some of my best tricks. Alright, Ziggy Pierce asks, when did I land my first inward? And I think I landed my first inward when I was like 12, and I did it fly out, and I landed it for the first time on film in a video that doesn't exist anymore, and it kind of makes me sad. I did it toe side too, but yeah, I think I was 12. Alright, at Kaloob asked me what draws me to Lucky as opposed to any other scooter brand out there, and I think the reason I like Lucky so much because it's good for pretty much everything. It's not just a park setup, it's not just a street setup, it can be anything you want. Alright, at Noah asked if I'm ever gonna have a V4 signature setup, and if I am, if I have any designs in mind for that already. Yes to the first question, V4 for sure, it's gotta happen, but that hasn't really been on my mind lately, and I haven't really thought of a design just quite yet. God's been working in my life, so I'm sure whenever the time comes and we gotta think of a design, it's going to pertain to what God's doing in my life. Ooh, at Jack asked, do you got any tips on double overhead tricks? Yes, I do. Go higher. Honestly, the best way to do double overhead tricks is on a very big quarter that you're comfortable with. And also, you shouldn't even think about doing double overheads until you can at least, you know, do like a bri flip and catch it, or a buttercup and catch it. That's just my opinion anyway. Next one, my homie Matt. I've actually never met you before, but you're my homie just because I saw your Instagram and I watched some of your clips. He asked, am I good? First of all, I appreciate you seeking my input, and I think that's pretty cool that you value my opinion of your riding style and your tricks. And I want to say, yes, I do think you're good. Dude, I saw you do buttercup fly out. That was dope. Keep it up, man. Low-key, that was a really good Oreo. I did it like so quick. All right, next question. Danny asked me, what's your background in Christianity and how did you come to faith? I was raised in a Christian household my whole life, but I didn't actually start taking my relationship with Jesus seriously probably until like freshman year of high school, because that was when like I really started to realize like I was being given all of these sweet opportunities to go travel the world for pretty much no reason. Like I knew the type of person I was. I mean, I knew that I was a sinner, and I knew that I was undeserving of all of these awesome opportunities, but I saw that the grace of God was on my life, and I was like, dang, this is dope. And that's when and why I started taking my relationship with Jesus so seriously. Oh man, you were probably expecting something like a double whip or double whip to bar or quad whip or something. Nah, dude, it's early in the morning. It's not, it's like 11. I'm just having a good time. All right, next question from Chase Mason. What made you start scootering? When I was like 10, I don't know why I said the question like that, but when I was like 10, some homies and I just all had a common interest in scootering. We didn't have any plans for the sport. All we wanted to do was have a good time together, and that's what we did for about 2 years. And then eventually they faded out, but I started competing and got pretty good, and then boom, rest is history. I don't think you're ready for this next question. I'm not either, because I don't know what it is yet. Nick asks, yo, so do you ever feel consumed in scootering, or do you still find your inner peace while landing those big tricks? All right, that's a really great question, and I appreciate you going a little bit deeper, because that's what I asked for in my stories. To start, I don't find inner peace in scootering per se. My peace comes from the Lord. Scootering, yes, sometimes I do feel consumed with it, but at the end of the day, I do still somewhat find like an escape when I go to the skate park from maybe some anxiety or stress that I might be having in any other aspect of my life. I'm not getting tired of this. What are you talking about? You're getting tired of this. Next question is from Jace. He said, if you could only do one trick for the rest of your life, what would it be? This one. That's right, a flare. I think flares are cool because you can do them as high as you want or as low as you want, and they're still gonna impress the crap out of people. Next question. I can't remember the dude that commented this, but it was a cool question. He said, or he asked, what are your tips on committing to tricks easier? I feel like I'm struggling with like committing to tricks that I'm trying to learn. I have 2 pieces of advice for you. One, don't set your standards so high for yourself, and try not going from 0 to 50 in one single session. And by that I mean, if you're just learning tail whips, don't get all bummed out if you're having trouble committing to like a quad whip. Work your way to it. Do a double whip, then a trip whip, then quad whip. Be realistic. Second word of advice, if you really have the trick, like the formation of the trick while you're in the air, visualize yourself landing the thing. And if you're spending like 5, 6, or 7 attempts in a row, just landing one foot over and over and over, you're actually doing yourself a disservice and building muscle memory with landing the trick with one foot. So my suggestion is take a break. Take like 20 minutes, go ride some other part of the skate park, or take a day even, and then come back to that thing after you've been visualizing the trick and stick 2 feet on the thing. You got this. I believe in you. Kickless rewind flat. It's kind of an easy trick. I don't really like it though. Next question. Zach Martini, cool last name, dude. How old were you when you first started riding properly? I would say that probably happened when I was like 12, because that's when I started competing in AM level competitions. And if you're 12 right now, don't feel stressed if you're not like in competitions or anything like that. Riding's about having a good time. If you're passionate about the sport, it'll take you where you need to be taken to. God's got your back. You can't see this, but it says bri or front bri. Bri flip, 100%. Front bri is not the call. Bri though, ooh, let's hit the spot. Check it out. It works just perfectly. Oh, I almost just hit the camera. You didn't expect me to go my nosy, did ya? Next question is from somebody else. What's your least favorite trick? Umbrella. Hate that trick. I've gotten hurt so many times on that trick. I hate it, but I'll do one right now. I don't know if you could tell, but I totally grunted before doing that. And that was second try because I just never practiced that trick. It's my least favorite. Again, you can't see it, but Marcel, I think that's how you say your name. He asked, have you ever sweared? Only like jokingly. I'm not really into that. I feel like I'm an ambassador for Christ and Christ Jesus. Like he wouldn't use that type of language. So just not really into it. And also I don't struggle with that. So like if I swear, it's not like, oh, the end of the world. My salvation isn't doomed or anything like that. But I just don't think like it's a good habit to have. It just doesn't sound that cool, or like it doesn't sound classy to me. Tabor asked, I met Tabor in Arizona. He said, will we ever link up again? I need to learn how to do flips and there's no better person to teach me than you. Yes, we'll link up again very soon. Actually, I don't know if it'll be very soon, but if I'm ever in the Northwest, I'll hit you up and we'll do flips. Flips, it's all about commitment, man. You just gotta like decide in your head, it's time to do this, and then do it. Okay, I know you meant on your scooter and all that, but I'm not actually gonna do a flare flat right now. Again. Nice. That's what's good. Give me some.
Oh, at my house.
Zeke asked me, have you ever questioned if what you believe is the truth? And I believe he's referring to what I believe in the Bible and the gospel message of Jesus. And the answer to that question is for sure, yeah. Sometimes I'm like, dude, why do I do what I do? Like as far as like reading my Bible and continuing to at least try to be faithful in my walk with the Lord. And while I have those doubts, I'm reminded constantly of the grace of God in my life. And because I see the providence and the working hand of the Lord personally in like the very little minute aspects of my life, I'm led to believe that what the Bible says and who the Bible says Christ and God is true. For other people it may be different, and there may be a need for like more convincing as far as like science and history and all of that stuff goes. And while that is available to everybody out there who has those type of doubts and needs that confirmation, for me, my faith is rooted in my personal experiences of the providence of the Lord in my life. Ooh, that was a good rotor whip. Yo, come here. Okay, so this is Nolan. Say what up.
What up?
This is Rayson's brother. I'm just at my house. They're my next door neighbors, so they're bound to come out anytime I film. What do you want to say to the people? Nerf. It's Nerf or nothing.
That's nothing.
This is not an ad, by the way. Grady asks, how's the Porsche doing? Great question. Let me show you. It's doing the exact same as it was before. It's been like 2.5 weeks. I'm still kind of waiting on parts to fix the engine that continues to overheat. And as far as like the body work goes, it's kind of a mission finding, you know, body panels that can be used to replace what's damaged.
You don't want there.
You like it?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. My homie Curtis Winding, what do you want to do after scootering? Okay, I don't know if after scootering will ever become a thing, because I think like the Lord is going to continue to use this scootering thing for as long as he wants, and I'm totally open to that. But I'll tell you 2 things that I really want to do in my life outside of scootering. That's get married and buy a house. Yeah. Alright, do a bunny hop. Nice. Yeah? 2 colors, that's why. Whoa!
I didn't see that.
Nathan asked me, how do you stay motivated physically and scootery and spiritually with your relationship with the Lord? And I think that for me, it's constantly reminding myself of my long-term goals that I have with my relationship with the Lord and with my career in scootering. Next question. Will Stern asked me, have you ever thought about leaving Lucky? This channel is all about honesty. Yes, I have thought about leaving Lucky, but I haven't because they're like my family. Families fight sometimes, but I'm sticking with them because I love them. One of my friends who I've known for a good while, but I haven't actually got a chance to meet her, is Tosh. She asked, when was the first time you ever felt truly seen by God, or when He was there for you? When it comes to my relationship with the Lord and like feeling His presence, I feel like, you know, in my experience personally, I haven't really like felt like all that much stuff. I've been able to look at my life like pragmatically and logically say like there's no other explanation for all of the gifts that I have been given and the experiences I've been given other than the Lord Jesus. That's just my personal experience. I know that other people have like feelings of the Lord's presence, and you know that stuff's totally real too, but for me personally, feelings never were really that big of a part of it. Alright, Ashley asked me, how's your walk with Christ going and what's He been teaching you lately? There's one verse in particular that the Lord has been causing me to think about a lot lately, and that's Isaiah 40:31. It says that he who trusts in the Lord will renew his strength. I feel like a lot of times in my walk with the Lord and just in my life in general, I've always tried to just will things into existence and like tell myself like, oh, you don't feel that way, or oh, you can do this just on your own strength. But in reality, the Lord's like saying, no, Cody, like I'm offering you like a renewal of strength if you just trust me. I'm gonna refresh your mind if you continue to be faithful in your walk with me. He's kind of been teaching me like, you know, it's not just about like how much you can do, but it's how much the Lord can do. Oh my gosh. It's been Ryan. Yo asked me, what's so special about having a relationship with the Lord? It's a really good question. For me personally, it gives me a purpose to get out of bed every morning. I can't remember who said this, but he said that there's no better way to spend your life than to spend your time on something that outlasts your life. And for me personally, living for a purpose is a really big desire of mine. As a guy, I feel like I can't just do things just to do things. I have to have a reason for why I'm doing what I'm doing. And living for the Lord gives me that purpose. It gives me a reason to be a kind person, to be a top tier athlete, to be, you know, consistent in making YouTube videos, whatever it is, because I know that I'm influencing people and I'm offering them a gift that is so much greater than anything that'll just last here on this earth. What's going on, Nolan? Are you whining?
No, my mom needs them.
He's all in a, he's got his panties in a bunch. Poor kid. Alright, I think that's concluding this video. I want to thank all of you guys on my Instagram who reached out with questions, who asked like deep, real questions. I really appreciate you guys like being so supportive of what I do and also being interested in like who I am as a person. I don't know, I feel like I'm not that special. So, you know, I appreciate you guys wanting to be a part of my life in that way. That's gonna conclude this video. I know there's a lot of questions and a lot of talking in this, but if you liked and enjoyed this segment of the video, I'll be sure to include like one of these like at least once a month in, you know, my upload schedule, so that way, you know, me and you can have some sort of interaction together. So like this video if you enjoyed this segment. Anyways, I'll see you next Sunday, 12 p.m. PST time. That's California time. Deuces.